Step 1. Choose the correct impression tray. Fill the tray with impression material. It takes about 1 to 2 minutes for the impression material to set up. Make sure you take a really good impression. Taking a great impression determines on how your retainer will come out. Fill the impression material with stone. Make sure you do this right after you take your impression. Make sure you remove all the air bubbles. If you have an air bubble in your stone, it will mess up the retainer. After the model is set, which takes about 30 to 40 minutes, separate the impression from the model. Now it's time to trim the model. Always be careful, wear gloves, and you want to remove any excess material so that your retainer fits a lot better. After you're done trimming the model, pick out any bubbles or imperfections in your model. Now it's time to make your retainer. Remove the blue cover of your retainer material and place it in the device. After the material is melted into a nice bubble, slam down the handles, turn on the vacuum switch, and turn off the heat switch. You want to slam it down pretty quick and then leave the vacuum switch on for a little bit. And then once you're done with that, you want to make sure and remove your retainer carefully. Don't forget to turn the heat switch off. Once your retainer is cooled down, you want to cut the retainer out and also remove it carefully so that you do not morph the retainer in any way. So just make sure it's really cool when you take it off. Polish the retainer and make sure there isn't any rough edges. This is super important so that the patient doesn't have any rough edges and it doesn't cut their gums. And when you cut this retainer out, you want to make sure it's about 1 millimeter from the gum line, so you don't want a lot of excess material. Brush the retainer and remove any debris when you're done. And then put it in a retainer case. Yay, you made a retainer!